Sage Palmedo here at the Senior Women's Sabre World Cup in Athens. Sage, you just got done today with a pretty fierce fight with teammate Marielle Zagunas. Tell us a little bit about that bout.
So the bout ended up 15-9, which is kind of how we've been at practice lately. And we train together we train together 5 days a week when we're not traveling. So we know each other's fencing pretty well, and it was a pretty tough bout. And I'm happy for Marielle that she, advanced to the next round. But it was just unfortunate that I had to fence a teammate, and then we had to fence each other so kind of early. Not really early, but just that we had to fence each other in this competition today. But I think I'm just still happy to be here and to have done how I did today. So.
And you talk about the fact that you're not only teammates on Team USA, but also club. You train at the same club.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, you training with a two-time Olympic champion. What's that like for you, and how has that helped your fencing?
Well, Marielle's a really big inspiration for me because she goes to all these World Cups and she medals at pretty much every one of them. She won 2 Olympic golds. She's one of the most decorated athletes in fencing history. So it's just really inspirational to have someone like that to train with, to kind of push everyone else at our club forward, and have someone to admire and emulate in our fencing.
And that's definitely shown in your fencing, kind of the benefits of that. You're currently what, #1 in the junior?
Yeah, so right now I'm #1 in the junior division in the world.
Not just nationally, but in the world.
Yeah, in the world ranking I'm #1 right now. So.
And you just came off a pretty big junior win, right?
Yeah, a week ago I was at the Junior World Cup in Dordogne, France, and I won gold there. And a couple of weeks before that, there was a Junior World Cup in Dormagen, which I won as well. So it's been a pretty good season so far as juniors go. So
really strong junior season. Consistently been among the top in the world at the junior level. What do you think is needed, or the biggest factor to help you kind of turn that success on the junior level into success at the senior level?
Well, first of all, the level of fencing is really different from juniors and seniors. So with juniors, for me, as far as winning a bout or winning a tournament, it really is all about like the fighting spirit. But for at the senior level, you have to have that fire and that drive, but you also have to have really smart tactics because everyone here really knows what they're doing. So it's similar, but it's another level of complexity that you have to bring to the competition to do well in seniors.
And talking about different levels, you're committed to Princeton, taking a year off to focus on fencing. Mm-hmm. What inspired you to choose Princeton, and what other schools were you considering?
My top schools were probably Princeton, Harvard, Stanford, and Columbia, because they all have strong fencing programs and they're all strong academically. But I think one of the reasons why I chose Princeton was because I want to live on the East Coast for college, because I'm from the West Coast, so I want to kind of experience the East Coast a little bit before moving back to the West or before deciding where to settle down. And Princeton just seemed like the best fit for me because it has a really well-rounded academic department, and their fencing team is really supportive and strong. And I don't know, I could really see myself going there for college. So I think since it was a really tough decision, I could have been happy at a lot of different places, but I'm really happy with the decision that I made.
Excellent. We're happy to hear that. Mm-hmm. So apart from that, right now we got the Athens here. What's next for you as far as like junior events, senior events? Where can we see you next?
So there will be the Junior Pan American, or the Junior and Cadet Pan American Championships in Toronto coming up this week. And I'm not in cadet anymore, but I will be competing at the junior event there. So I'll be flying back to New York tomorrow, and then either the next day or 2 days later, I'll be going up to Toronto to compete there. And then there's going to be another Senior World Cup in Belgium coming up next month, and then the U.S. team is going to train in France the week before. So it's a really busy schedule for all of us at the senior level, and it's just I'm really excited for all the tournaments that are coming up.
and you talk about your excitement over the kind of the rigorous schedule, and for anyone on the senior circuit, they know how demanding that can be. How is it for someone who's balancing both the junior and senior level, like yourself, where you're constantly traveling for both levels?
Yeah. Well, for this, in this circumstance, I was just at a Junior World Cup 1 week ago, and it wouldn't have made as much sense for me to fly all the way back to Portland, which is where I live on the West Coast, and all the way back to Greece. So I stayed with a Venezuelan fencer in Paris, and then I trained at some clubs, and then came here, and that just made a lot more sense for me and my fencing. So as far as traveling goes, sometimes I have to figure out kind of where to go. Maybe I can train in New York sometimes in between, just because the schedule, since it's like the peak of the senior season, it's so busy. So for me, for trying to figure out how to travel, it's really seeing what the most convenient travel plans are to make sure that I'm not too tired, or that it's just not too hectic or crazy.
Trying to be smart and efficient with the travel,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, excellent. We look forward to seeing you in action again, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bye, Sage.
Bye.